All right, we got some people joining us online. Thanks for watching Facebook Live on Go ETBU Tigers, also on Periscope, Go ETBU Tigers. All of our social media accounts are Go ETBU Tigers. Follow us. We're fourth in the nation in social media now on the D3 social media poll. But we bring in Dru Smith. Welcome to Lunch with Ledyard. Thanks for coming by today.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to be talking a little about you, first of all. So tell us, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Mesquite, Texas. Moved up to Sherman, Texas, my senior year in high school, and that's where my family still lives right now.
So how did you hear about ETBU?
It's actually funny. Whenever I was talking about transferring from my last school, I had a coach that knows Coach Walden, and he knows how much I like to throw the football and how much I like to score points and how competitive I am. And he told me to take a look and to give the guy a call and just see what they had in store for me here. And just one thing led to another, and now I'm here.
So after hearing about ETBU, what is your story on getting here to play with us? How did the chain of events happen? Was there divine intervention? How did you get from your schools to ETBU to starting this year?
So right out of high school, I signed Stephen F. Austin State University. We had a coaching change there, and it just wasn't the best fit for me anymore. So I ended up transferring to Southeastern Oklahoma State, and from there I sat there as a backup for 2 years, and I just figured I'm sort of tired of being a backup. I like to play, and that's the only thing I want to do. I just want to play, and that's definitely what drove me here. Even funnier story, Torrance Leonard, of all people, actually, my left guard, hit me up on Instagram before I ever even heard about this place. He saw that I had a post said something about transferring, and he said, "Hey man, why don't you take a look at our school?" And like I said, one thing led to another. I got in contact with Coach Walden, and the rest is history.
You gotta love your offensive linemen.
For sure, no doubt about that.
So how exciting is it for you to lead such an explosive offense? You said you just love to play and fling the ball. I mean, 600 yards against Belhaven, 900 yards against Sagu. After this last weekend, close to number one in the nation with total offense. I mean, how's that feel being out there running that offense?
It feels amazing. I'm just honored and thankful for the chances that Coach Walden has taken on me thus far, and just thankful for all my teammates that have accepted me as a teammate. In the leader role at the quarterback position, and I couldn't have done this without my teammates. I mean, my offensive line, T. Scott, Torrance, Bryce and Tony, CJ, all those guys up front just protect me week in, week out. The guys on the outside that make me look good because I can't run 70 yards with the ball after a catch. That's all them. I can run a couple of yards.
You're quick, but not that quick, right?
I'm quick, not really fast, not that mobile. I can do enough, but not what they can do.
You just like to hit.
I do like to hit. I guess that goes back to my safety days in high school. But I'm definitely not afraid of going down or going over someone, or I don't like to slide, as Coach Walden just said. It's not me.
So do you ever feel like the quarterback in Madden football?
I hope. I wish I was that good. I wish I was 6'4" like my guys in Madden. But I'm just thankful to be out there playing, and just thankful for the opportunity that I've been given.
So let's see. Give me one good Scotty Walden story from this year so far.
Only one?
We got some time here.
It's actually funny. This past week when we had our devotional before the game, Ted DiBiase Jr. came in and gave the devotional. And if anybody doesn't know who that is, he used to be a professional wrestler. His dad was the $1 Million Man in wrestling. And if anybody knows Coach Walden at all, he is the biggest WWE fan in the world. And when DiBiase was giving his speech, he stops and he goes, "Oh, just so y'all know, wrestling's fake." And when we all look over at Coach Walden to see his face, oh no, it's not. That had to be one of the funniest things that's happened all year for sure.
We're still waiting for our next guest. What? I don't have a clock. What time is it? See what time it is. Okay, Natalie's going to be here about 12:30. So we'll just go a little bit longer with Dru Smith. So another question. What has been your favorite game this year so far at, for... Oh, we just lost Facebook Live. Gotta love the first show. Your favorite game so far in the 4 games playing?
Man, it's hard to choose. The first game of the year against TLU was fun, just because it was my first start here. Really it wasn't technically my first start in college, but it was my first full start in college. Sagu was fun, obviously, because who doesn't like setting records like that? But I mean, if I was honest, even with the Player of the Week this week, I would have to say the Southwestern game. And I know you might look at that and say, "Oh, really?" Because that's probably the worst game you've had all season as an individual and as an offense a whole. But I just like the way that we battled back in the second half and how we overcame adversity. So for me, that was definitely the funnest game for sure. Just because I see how we are as a team, how we handle adversity, and how that sets us up moving on later in the season.
Tell us a little bit about these black jerseys that you guys put on against Southwestern. Those were pretty slick.
They were slick but tight, very tight. T. Bates hasn't done me any favors this year with having a small jersey in all these jerseys, so I'm a little snug in them. But I mean, to say the least, the black jerseys were some of the nicest jerseys I've ever worn and I've ever seen, and I love them. I mean, even though they're tight, it makes them a little harder to grab you and tackle you. So I liked them a lot.
I like the helmets. What do you think of the helmet with the star?
Oh, it's different, and I'm all about doing something different, being a little different, and it might have been a little boring to have the same logo on there, so I like to switch it up a little bit.
Well, that goes back to the original College of Marshall logo,
Yes,
which is pretty cool. Throws it back and ties it into ETBU. So we got a little national pub out of that with our unveil. Hero Sports picked it up, and a couple other outlets just looking at it. How surprised were you when they unveiled it at the beginning of fall or the end of fall camp there?
Oh, we were definitely surprised. We knew something was going on because Coach Wallen's not the best liar in the world. He definitely has a smirk on his face the entire time he's trying to tell a fib. And we all had an idea in the summer, or not really an idea. We just had a feeling that we might be getting something new this year, but I don't think any of us thought all black. If anything, we were thinking maybe something yellow or something else, navy blue or something. But when they came out in the all black, it was definitely amazing to see. And I mean, seeing a jersey on CJ is always intimidating. So
This is true. So let's get to. I'll think of some other questions here, but we're going to do the Ledyard list and give you some quick questions. You give us quick answers. So the first one, the list with Ledyard. We'll go with your favorites. Favorite color?
red.
Shoe?
These gray Sperry's I have on.
Nice. College football team?
ETBU.
Other than ETBU?
I'd have to say UT.
Number?
8.
Football play to call in the huddle?
Fake 23 blast with a backside George reverse like your life depends on it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Football moment?
Football moment. I'd have to say when I won a state championship my sophomore year.
Favorite NFL team?
Cowboys.
Favorite movie?
The Replacements.
Favorite food?
It's between two. I can't give one answer. My mom's jambalaya or my girlfriend's grandma's Mexican style breakfast.
Wow, that sounds good.
It does.
Favorite athlete?
Tom Brady.
Rangers or Astros?
Rangers for sure.
And your favorite ETBU jersey?
Black.
The black jersey. So, transferring up here to ETBU, what's being here for, about 5-6 weeks now? Or did you come in the spring?
I was here in the spring.
In the spring,
I
okay.
went through spring ball in the summer and everything.
So tell us something that you really enjoy about ETBU.
I think just the competitiveness of all the players, and some might look at a D3 program and think they're not the best athletes or just anything they might be saying, and I'm here to say that that's not true. And I've been at a lot of levels, and I'm not technically proud to say that, but at the same time I've seen a lot. And the talent here is not anywhere near what people are trying to make it sound like. I think it's a lot better than what people think. It's a lot better than schools I've actually been at in college. And I just think the drive that the players have on this team and the want that they have to win and to prove people wrong. Because I think there's a lot of people here that are in positions that maybe they've been doubted, they've been under recruited, or whatever it might be, just not given the right chance, and they're out here proving people wrong. So honestly, that's my favorite part.
What about outside of football? What have you enjoyed about ETBU?
I think just the community. And I've been in high school that was a lot like this, where it's not too big of a community, but not too small either, and everybody supports everything. I think the baseball team, they're sitting there in the end zone during the football games, and I see the basketball guys in the stands. I see their Snapchats every game, and I can't wait to go to those guys' games. I can't wait till basketball season to go, support those guys. And same thing, baseball, soccer, whatever it might be. Just every sport on this campus, and even the people that don't play sports. I just see the week in and week out support on campus.
One last question outside of athletics. I see you tweet things about being part of some kind of a show. Are you on some kind of show or help with a show?
Yes, sir. I actually I write. I'm an analyst, and I write for Deep Dish Sports. It's based out of Chicago. Clint Cole is the head guy there. He does a little bit of stuff with Tulane, big Purdue guy as well. And we have a show that goes every Sunday night and every Thursday night. We do a podcast, and then I'm writing articles throughout the week on pretty much whatever I want. I'm our main Cavs, Cleveland Cavs writer. I do some Mavs stuff. I do Cowboys stuff. A little bit of Rangers here and there if I have time. But
man, I need you to come work for me. I'm discovering Dru Smith. So
after the season,
looks like you have some great abilities outside of football that I may be able to use.
Try to be two-dimensional.
Well, that's great. Well, our next guest has walked into the studio. So Dru, thanks for extending the conversation with us, and
thank you.
It's good to get to know you some. So we've been talking to Dru Smith here on Lunch with Ledyard. We're bringing in our next guest here in just a moment.